Hey everyone, this is another run on Enna Kros Lost Chapters, and this run is going to be the usual Celes solo run. I have to say she can really solo a lot of different stages. In this stage, the Ice Elemental is actually locked out, so throughout the entire stage, Celes will be doing once in her Brave damage. But even then, this actually isn't a terribly difficult fight for her to solo, because a lot of damage comes from Brave gains. In fact, you don't really even need a 5/5 ultimate weapon with her. You can probably solo this with much less. I did come pretty close in completing this within one force time as well, but in the end I had to use 2 force times to close out the fight. A little bit about the friend support. I used a Shaloda friend support, and the only reason for that is to help charge the force gauge. You can use any other friend support for this, for example Selfie, Shaloda, Luna Freya, Ares if you have her, anyone will do. Or you can also do the same run without any friend support, but I would recommend to use one, because if you don't use a fast force gauge charger, the boss will hit force time before you, and that only means that you have to wait until they come out of force time before activating Celes's force. So it's a little bit of a time waste in that perspective, but by no means is it undoable. Using a friend support is more of a win faster kind of thing with this Celes solo run. When you are about 60% to 70% force gauge or so, you want to go into BT mode with Celes. This allows you to set up her BT aura, because the moment you hit 100% force time, you want to immediately go into force time. One quick note as I'm closing to the 100% force time, I did remove the Shine Age Lite passive from Celes, as well as buff boost speed all. I think is the other passive. It really just means that you want Celes to be as slow as possible, so that she takes as few turns as possible throughout the fight. At 100% force gauge, you want to immediately go into force. If the boss hits force time before you, then you will want to wait, because when they are in force time, you will get 0 brave gains, so you sort of have neutered HP damage for a little while. The enemy's force time only lasts 3 turns anyway, so you don't have to wait very long for them to come out of force time. From here on in, it's more really just buff and debuff management. You want to keep a close eye on the traps on the boss, as well as the buffs on Celes, to make sure they don't run out. You don't have to worry about the generic buffs from Celes, those aren't really important. Try to maximize damage by capitalizing either her LD or EX on her turns, because those do the most damage out of a kit. One mention about the call ability, I gave Celes the Prishe LD call, and that's mainly only just to do damage at 1 turn of force time remaining. Another option, if you prefer a more defensive call, is to use a Ferris LD call, because both versions of a call can land debuffs, and importantly can land her Dancing Dagger debuff on the boss. That debuff will siphon away all the boss's brave at the end of its turn, so therefore you don't run into any risk of suffering any devastating HP attacks throughout the fight.
希望は捨てない。これで終わりだ。希望は捨てない。これで終わりだ。スピニングエッジ。前を向くのよ。
行くぜ。反撃だ。決めてくれよ。手を貸せ。やっちまえ。
希望は捨てない。これで終わりだ。スピニングエッジ。希望は捨てない。これで終わりだ。
At one force time turn, you want to pop summon and use the Prishe LD call for massive damage. I was hoping that would be enough to end the fight, but alas, isn't meant to be.
耐えられるかな。こいつでとどめだ。スピニングエッジ。
Now if you don't have a 5/5 ultimate weapon, your damage at this point will probably be far fewer, in which case you don't have to worry. What you want to do then inside summon mode is to spam her skills But very importantly, do not use runic inside summon mode because that charges the FR gauge very little. You want to use Shine Age or EX or maybe even her LD. And you can see here coming out of summon mode, I'm already at 100% force gauge. So you can just go into force time to finish off the boss.
氷漬けにしてあげる。
勝利の栄光を。
いい腕ね。
That's it really, it's pretty straightforward fight. Most of the time you aren't in really any danger. Hope the video has been helpful, and if you enjoyed the content, do leave a like, comment or subscribe. It really helps a lot. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Shibu fight. Bye!